So we will start the meeting. The meeting is about how to secure health data transfer and the solution proposed by the project SERENE-IOT. I'm Bernard Stamprin from Mattel, and I'm project manager for this company.
Welcome everybody, my name is Armand Castillejo. I'm from ST Microelectronics and I'm there today as the program manager of the SERENE-IOT project. And two of my other colleagues from ST will also participate to this webinar. So Salim Kandil, it's already connected. Salim, do you hear us?
Yes, morning. My name is Salim Kandil. I'm in charge of technical marketing for our microcontrollers. And here in this project, I'm involved for what concerns STM32WB, which is our system on chip loading RF into an STM32.
And there is also Benjamin Barat, is our field application engineer in ST Paris, expert on security. It just arrived. I don't know. Benjamin, do you hear us? Can you speak? Okay, so Benjamin is just arrived. He's solving his issues on mic. Let's go. I think we can go.
So a short presentation of Mattel company. What we do, we are designing electronics. We are integrator of electronics for medical and industrial fields. We are doing electronic boards or electronic subsystems, and also finished products. We are 63 people. With 25 years of experience in medical devices and 13 million euros turnover.
So first, a few words about the SERENE-IOT project. So SERENE-IOT means secured and energy efficient healthcare solution using IoT technologies, and is a European project led by ST. The project started in June 2017. So now we are still 1 year of project until the end, and this project is supported by Panta. So ST is positioned as a leader of this project. Just a few words about ST. So ST is a world leader in providing semiconductor solutions, and it's in this world that we help our partners to develop their solutions. So SERENE-IOT is a project will address the needs of patients remotely followed by healthcare professionals. And the main outcome of this project are three clinical medical devices addressing several medical challenges, as the follow-up of the chronic diseases, the management of the infectious diseases, but also the management of the dependent people. And for each of those medical devices, SERENE-IOT will provide at the end a clinical investigation and an overall evaluation of the IoT system. As you can see in this slide, we are 3 countries, France, Germany, and Spain, and you can find all the information about this project in our Twitter or websites. Just to focus a little bit more on the architecture of this project, so we provide IoT medical devices connected to data operator and data users. And in this project, the innovation provided by ST concerned the STM32WB and advanced architecture, including the secure elements.
What is the state of the art of medical IoT? At the beginning of this project, there was a lot of different kind of medical devices connected, but most of them are locally connected. They are just connected to a smartphone, and the data are just stored on a smartphone, but not on the cloud. There is many kinds of connected devices, insulin pumps, connected inhalers, and so on. the main objective of these connected devices is the patient treatment compliance. What kind of solution we want to propose, and that was developed during this project, is to connect a patient at home, collect data of the medical device, transfer them with a secure connection, either through LoRa radio or GSM 4G or Bluetooth Low Energy. We want to collect all these data and put them on the medical cloud by securing data storage, and then add access to this medical data through a secured web portal, depending of the person accessing the data. What are the medical IoT module innovations? We added medical data safety and security. We manage patients either in hospital or at home. We want to transfer data to a medical secure cloud. And the objective of this data is to perform big data calculation on this data retrieved. The medical IoT module innovations also is to bring a mid-long range connection to the cloud and wireless connection. The objective is to avoid using patient devices already at home, for example, and a backup solution in case of problem of communication in wireless connection is to add a short range wireless connection through Bluetooth Low Energy. So the two mid-long range connections are LoRa connection, that is low cost connection. 4G LTE-M is a wide range connection, but with a cost of connection, and Bluetooth Low Energy is a backup to retrieve data from the device and send them to the cloud. The objective and the innovation also is to add robustness of communication. All these innovations also include low power consumption, reduced form factor, affordable price, and optimized time to market, IoT market. How does the medical IoT behave? We have a medical device, either already existing or a new one. We bring the connectivity with the medical IoT module. It includes encryption of the data with a specific device that is called ST-Safe-A that encrypts data, encapsulates, also include certificates. We include also a microcontroller to manage Bluetooth Low Energy that is called STM32WB, and two connection modules, a LoRa module to transmit data through LoRa network, or the other solution is to connect the device through GSM 4G LTE-M. The data is transferred to a secure cloud through one of these communication possibilities. The data can be displayed, accessible depending on the patient profile, and all the accesses of these data are traced through blockchain technology on no-range cloud. Then the final users can access this data, either professional care professional, patients, or even the industrial to retrieve technical data from the medical device. The context of IoT. Up to now, in 2020, there will be about 30 billion IoT devices in the world, and it is expected to rise up to 75 billion in 2025. The more we are visible through the IoT, the more we are exposed to threats. And 25% of cyber attacks involve an IoT device. By seeing this phenomenon involves to try to reduce the possibility of attacks. The kind of threats we can cope with, threats to the patients is the first one we can think about. It's medical data hacking. This kind of medical data can be retrieved and used or modified, and this impacts directly one patient. There is also another threat that is counterfeiting. The product can be copied or replicated. This kind of threat aims the company that produces and sells the medical device. But it's not the main threat. The most important threat is the denial of service that impacts all the healthcare structure in the hospital. So the way to cope with this kind of side channel attacks, I can go through side channel attacks, you can find. There is timing attacks, for example. You can monitor power and see how much your device is consuming and retrieve AES keys from the power consumption. There is electromagnetic attacks. You can send electromagnetics or listen to electromagnetic signature of your device and retrieve keys. There is also acoustic crypto analysis. You can just listen to audible sound of your device. You can include faults into the software of your device to retrieve keys. Data remnants is also a way to attack your device. Cache attacks are very specific attacks to devices that use DRAM. And you can just also use optical attacks. Just open your device where the keys are stored and try to retrieve them by looking at the device itself. What proposed the medical IoT module for security is to design the device for security. It's security by design. We started to develop the device thinking about security. We used reliable and field-proven components. We use a secure key distribution protocol. Then these keys are stored in a secure element that is called ST-safe-A, and we store keys and certificates in this kind of device that is not that cannot be cracked. We used secure communication between MCU and the secure element. we establish a robust end-to-end data ciphering on top of TLS secure channel from point to point. We use distinct keys for each device. And finally, we auto-erase keys and certificate in case of attack. In fact, all this kind of securities are well-known things to perform to guarantee security in an IoT device. We used 3 security locks. The first lock is to immediately encrypt collected data. The second lock is to control all the transmitted data. 100% of the transfer data are controlled to be sure that there is no alteration of this data. And the third lock is the authentication of the data transmitted from the IoT module to guarantee that the data are from a real and genuine device from Mattel.
Okay. Now we will let the floor to Benjamin.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, it works.
Perfect. Okay, hello everyone. So I'm Benjamin Barrett from ST Microelectronics, and here I want to highlight some points that we have made with Mattel for this cooperation regarding all the security features that we have put in place in the device. And thanks to the STSafe family, we have been able to harden all the security mechanisms that are used, essentially for the encryption, key management, and secure storage. We use the same kind of mechanism also to secure the integrity keys, and also to provide a real authentication, hardened authentication of the IoT device, thanks to the STSafe A100 family. Okay.
Next one.
Yes. So here it's the 3 locks mentioned by Bernard has been hardened with STSafe. And now I will speak quickly about the STSafe products. Okay, so STSafe product is a secure element, certified secure element that come with the ST offer in order to securize IoT devices. And here is focusing on authentication, data and certificate storage, and TLS secure key management establishment. It can be also used as a crypto accelerator for signature verification, and provide all this kind of feature available also for LoRa and Sigfox LPWAN. And it's really a companion chip well fitted for the MCU and IoT business. So we start to work with Mattel, and we start with the development kits, as you can see here, and we work together to define the security scheme and also to integrate the STSafe inside the solution. And everything of the starter kit is available on the ST website. All right. So here we take the advantage of the certified secure element to secure the keys managed by the device, the IoT device, and to build up a very strong security around the confidentiality and the integrity of the data as we are manipulating medical data.
Okay, thank you, Benjamin. So now we will give the speech to Salim Kandil for the STM32WB. Salim?
Yes. Okay, so STM32 WB, so is a part of STM32. STM32 stands for our 32-bit micros based on ARM architecture. The STM32 story actually started a long time ago in 2007, so 12 years back already. And at that time, yes, so STM32WB has been introduced in 2018. This is a quite innovative technology. Maybe you can change the slide, the next slide. Yes, so STM32WB has been our first device integrating RF module, RF connectivity into STM32. You see it's there, so it's a part of a whole, the big family of the STM32, which is made today of 15 different families. Totally, STM32 is more than 1,400 products. So STM32WB is part of it. The WB stands for wireless and B for BLE. Next slide. So before going into the detail of the WB, let me tell you a little bit more about STM32 and specifically the ecosystem, because this is a big part of what is making the success of the STM32. So when we are talking about STM32, we are talking about devices, but we are talking about the whole ecosystem, which is made with the software. This was the slide which is just before here. And if you practice STM32, you will hear about STM32 Cube, which is a fully integrated software environment which makes life easy for developers. And the second thing that we'll maybe hear about is the hardware architecture that we provide for into the ecosystem, which is the next slide. Where that we call open development, which is based on a nuclear board. This is the white board here with an STM32 in the middle. So this is a quite basic board, but interest of this board is that you can plug on it daughter boards that you see here in order to add functionality. And here you see two types of examples of board that we bring into the system. One connectivity board, which is a Wi-Fi board, and the second board, which is a sensor board, where typically you have all types of sensor, environmental sensor. And this is the whole system allow you to do quickly proof of concept. You have seen before with the presentation of Benjamin, a daughter board based on the ST safe. So the concept is exactly the same. So you can plug over the whole system additional board of the ST safe in order to bring security, a high level of security to the system. So let's now move to STM32WB, which is the next slide. So STM32WB is actually the combination of two things. On the left side, you see STM32L4. This is our ultra-low power platform, which is called STM32L4. This is based on the Cortex-M4. And this platform outstandingly combines high performance and ultra low power capability. So we took this platform and we add on top of this platform the right side, which is complete Bluetooth connectivity here. Complete radio, which is integrated into the STM32L4. And this is making the STM32WB. The radio side that you see on the right is actually something which has its own core. So actually the STM32WB WB is a multi-core architecture, a Cortex-M4 for the application, and a Cortex-M0 Plus, which is handling the radio. And this is bringing a lot of benefits, which are summarized there. So, first of all, this radio is actually not dedicated to Bluetooth only, but a multi-protocol radio capable in handling Bluetooth, but it can handle also some other protocols like Thread and Zigbee. The second thing here, as I said, it's the dual core architecture, and this is bringing a significant advantage. So you have one core, the Cortex-M4, which is dedicated for the application, and a Cortex-M0 Plus, which is dedicated for the RF. So that in that you can handle both things completely independent. So any real-time concern related to radio will not interfere with any real-time concerning the application. Third thing, we call it IoT protection ready. You have seen with the ST Safe that here we are bringing a level of security which is common criteria certified, which is more or less the highest level of security. But actually the WB can provide a certain level of security thanks to the double core architecture. So with this double core, actually we have one open core, which is the M4 for the application, but the Cortex-M0 is actually a secure core, where typically you can see a secure part of the information that you want to hide from the outside. Fourth circle, a massive integration. What we apply with the WB is to minimize the external components. So for instance, typically for RF device, you need an external component, which is Badone. Here in this case, it's fully integrated. So with the STM32 WB, we have tried to minimize the number of external components which are required to the system. Fifth circle, large offer. WB actually is not single product, but it's a whole range of products starting from 256K of flash up to 1 megabyte flash. So here we are talking about almost 40 devices covering this range of memory and a wide range also of packages from 48 pin up 129 pins. The seven actually circle here. Sixth. Advanced RF tools. So you have seen before, I've talked about the ecosystem. Concerning WB, of course, it benefits the STM32 ecosystem, which is Cube, but also here there are things which are dedicated like Cube Monitor RF. And this is a way actually to easily see the transaction that you have, which are made by the RF part. Last thing, which is longevity, we guarantee for any STM32 actually 10 years lifetime. And this is quite important, for products which are dedicated for industrials, where lifetime is something important. So we guarantee 10 years. Actually, in reality, we produce our product for something like 25 to 30 years. Next slide. This part is related to security. When it comes to security on STM32, we are clearly not a certified common criteria. So this is why on the system you have the ST Safe, which is bringing this level of security. But in some case, the level of security that we have on STM32 can be sufficient enough. You remember I presented the double core architecture with the M4, which is for the application, which is a non-secure world, and you have the Cortex M0, which is a secure micro where you can store actually key here. So it can be robust against a logic goal attack, but won't have the level of security of the ST Safe, which brings security against physical attack. Also, STM32WB is a component. So that means that when you integrate it into your system, even though the WB is pre-certified, you need to certify the whole system for the RF. But we'll be coming soon, beginning of next year, with an STM32WB in a full module system. The advantage of the modules here is that the whole modules include the antenna, the couple of components, the external components which are needed, and here you can do actually a module which is fully certified, and this is really very helpful for people who would like to integrate BLE connection without having the problem of the certification. Okay, so this is the end of my presentation.
Thank you, Salim.
Back the speech, Arnaud.
Thank you, Salim.
So thank you. In the project, in the SERENE-IOT project, we included both these ST components to have a Bluetooth Low Energy connection and security also. What proposed the medical IoT platform, a long-range connectivity with LoRa or 4G LTE-M, a short-range connectivity with Bluetooth Low Energy, and also the smartphone application bridge. You see the electronic board that was developed for the connection of an infusion pump, one of the demonstrators that will be in clinical investigation for SERENE-IOT project. It works on battery. It includes a 4G module, a LoRa module, and you can see the STM32 WB micro. Thank you for your attention, and you can find links to Mattel website, ST website. We have a Twitter on SERENE-IOT project, and also you can find the SERENE-IOT project on Minadogic network.